Hi. I'm making this video because I'm going to try to explain that my mother, what she's done to me since my father's death, December 2 years ago. My mother has sentenced me to die. And she's destroyed my relationship with my son. She made me homeless, cut me off from all of the resources that my father provided her, the cars, the house, the shelter. I don't even have anyone to put on my emergency contacts anymore. All because I was the only thing I ever did. She accuses me of being verbally abusive to her. Is I defend myself because she accuses me of crazy shit like stealing a $2 block of cheese or it, it, she needs to be psychiatric. She needs an evaluation. She definitely kept my father in a cycle of addiction, and she's deriving sadistic pleasure from knowing that she's hurting me. I mean, I can't get I can't get well to get a job to make money to get out of here. My roommate is a parasite. He will not work. He won't he doesn't provide anything for the house. He uses mine when I'm not looking, my everything, my laundry detergent, I can't obviously keep the dish soap, but she needs she needs a psychiatric evaluation. My son is sick. I'm sick. I can't get to the doc because I was promised all this. Like I got sober in 2019. Everything I did since then, like it was like for my family. It was for my son or my father until he passed. And then afterwards, I still my son was sick. We had to get his issues resolved. And then she started kicking me out of the house and just making me crazy because for non reasons. For when she denied me the ride in September to the doctor, which is the only reason I called her, that was when she finally brought me my dad's ashes, which was I did want those, but I wanted to get to the doctor. I was feverish. I wasn't sure if I had enough gas to make it. I didn't want to run out of gas with, a fever and an ear infection and be stranded and have to walk home. She denied me. She told my son that I refused the ride. She told me that I was mistaken and it wasn't even a weekday when she dropped that stuff off. It was a weekend. And I'm like, I sent my roommate to the post office. My appointment was at 3:30. It was the only reason I called you, lady. Like, to sit here and try to gaslight me. And then she said, oh, well, I'd have to check my journals. No, you don't have to check your journals because my roommate remembers her and I standing in the street with me crying because she denied me the ride and she's handing me ashes and this other, because when I got evicted, they did come and take some of my stuff because my son had talked some sense into her, like, let's help her, let's at least get her expensive things so they don't get stolen. And he had said, I will talk to Grammy about you living there, because I had no place to live. She rendered me homeless. People were picking through my things. I barely had any money. Like, I think I had maybe $80 to my name. So it's not like I could get a U-Haul in a storage. Now, she had all these resources. She took the few things that, to help me. And she left me there with no place to live. I, I tried to kill myself because what was I gonna do? Go get, go have to live with some man that I don't, you know, know. Go to a homeless shelter. It. I did nothing to. I 2 days before that, I had gone. They had colds and they wanted McDonald's, so I drove my old truck up there and I ran out of transmission fluid. And it was terrifying. And then I asked to use my dad's car so I could go to Walmart to get transmission fluid. And she said no, I would have to stay there. And I was like, why are you like this? And that to her was me being verbally abusive. And they locked me out of the house in the rain. Um, that's how abusive she is. Like everything The reason my son and I aren't talking is based off of lies because she told me he was the reason I wasn't allowed to live there, and I'm refusing to go, rides to the doctors and stuff. So I'm not trying to get myself well, which are both two like complete lies. No wonder my father drank his entire life. How can you live with somebody who's everything you do, they're telling you something different? I mean, she needs a psychiatric evaluation. She is not a good person. She is hurting Brennan and I. He's sick too. He can't get well. I mean, I'm have all these physical ailments that I have like 20 million doctor's appointments I need to make. I went to the dentist this morning because I guess from the stress I have my two back teeth need crowns, and I need root canals and crowns. I still haven't gotten a breast cancer screening or seen my oncologist because I am a breast cancer survivor. Like, I can't get well. This woman has sentenced me to die. She's not even lying well to cover her tracks. But yet she's helping these church ladies and random cousins that she didn't even like in life, while she leaves me to live with a crazy man who won't provide anything for the house. She's parasitically sucking me dry. And my mental health has deteriorated so bad because I'm so worried and so sad about being estranged from my son. She's a sick person. And there's no excuses. I have done the verbally abusive. I mean, I'm autistic and I have ADHD and I need clarification and I need justice. I need a sense of truth. And she won't even lie to me well enough to make it seem, she's not even trying to cover those gaps. And I think I'm going to contact her primary care. I've thought about contacting Department of Aging. I could try to get her committed but that's more paper. I don't have the money to get a lawyer. She needs to be held accountable for this. I mean, everything that she has, my father paid for in his poor, alcohol-riddled life from her madness. And now she has all those resources, and she's just laughing at me as I struggle. Well, I'm sick and I struggle. It's cruel. It's sadistic and insane. And my sister won't call me back. My son's mad at me for reasons he can't articulate or explain. Please help me with this, someone. Thank you.